Hello friends, and welcome to Gardening with Creekside. Today we are going to take a little walk through the garden center here at Creekside Nursery, of course, North Carolina, Zone 8A. Oh my gosh, y'all. First of all, it is an absolutely stunning, gorgeous blue sky day here. It is lovely temperatures. The only problem is the pollen has fallen. So if you're in the South and you understand the pollen, yeah, it has come this way. But everything is waking up. So I cannot wait to show you some of the things that have woken up here at the nursery. And we got a great delivery of some really fun plants yesterday. So we're gonna share with you some of those. Little teaser, lavender trees, different varieties of the Hollywood hibiscus from Proven Winners, and some of our most popular shrubs. We got restocked on those. So just a lot of fun here. We're going to walk through. Of course, we're over here at the Pines, and the Pines is the area where we have all of our shade things. Y'all, it may be shady over here, but oh my word, everything is waking up. So hang on for a ride. I don't have Jerry here with me to kind of help me, direct me, and keep me on track. So this is going to be a lot of fun as we walk through the garden together. A couple of things that I noticed when I was coming over here to check on everybody. What you're going to see, these plants have completely overwintered here in the Pines. Nothing that you are going to see has been in a greenhouse. So this literally could be your shade garden right now. The dicentra, the bleeding hearts, they have started to bloom, y'all. Even mine at the house. So this is just a great traditional bleeding heart. Loves that shady area, a little bit of damp, cooler temperatures, and it is happy. The hostas, dear heavens, this is Island Breeze. Like, look at that color combination between next door, that little one, you've got the silly string hosta, you've got that Island Breeze, you've got the bleeding hearts, and then back there in the back, I'm pretty sure that is Diamond Lake hosta, the Everrillo grasses, the yews, the camellias. I mean, y'all, love this. So just because you have shade doesn't mean you cannot have color and texture and flowers. I love this little combo right here. Now, I was over here and I was like, what is that smell? Like, in a good way. What is that fragrance? Well, we have talked about the sweet and low sarcococa so many times. Y'all, she is finally in bloom and it smells divine. If you're familiar with the tea olives, the sweet osmanthus, the sweet olive, whatever you want to call it, this is what this reminds me of, because the blooms are not big at all. I mean, they are very tiny, but man, they are fragrant. Depending on who you ask, we were doing a little survey here at the nursery. Jerry says it reminds him of like a cross between the gardenia and that sweet olive. I said it kind of reminded me of Edgeworthia. Cece said it reminded her of the sweet alyssum. Whichever way you call it, it smells good. So the sarcococas are a native shrub. They do prefer that more shadier conditions. They can do like morning sun, filtered sun, but this is a great evergreen, deer resistant shrub. Oh my gosh, that's sweet and low. I was already a huge fan, but now I'm even a bigger fan once I've actually smelled it. So that is awesome. Now, another thing I want to show you, look at this large pot right here. This is not an aqua pot. This could have been an aqua pot, but it's not. It is just a traditional pot, has a hole in the bottom. Last year, I came through and I planted it, and I added the Everrillo grass. I have the Jacob's ladder. So look how much this has already come back. This is the Heaven Sent. Look at that. Jacob's ladder, gorgeous. We have the aspidistra in here. This is just the traditional aspidistra. And then that acuba. Look at how happy this acuba is with all of that new foliage. And then in this corner right here, there is a hosta that is emerging. The reason that I am sharing this with you, because this is a very large container. I mean, it's a good size, is because the secret sauce to that is that when I potted up this container, I used that Aquapot Light insert. Now the insert, we'll show it to you in the barn, but it is small. It's definitely a lot smaller than this container is. You absolutely can still use it in a larger container. You're just gonna pack soil all the way around it. So when I put it in, I put soil in the bottom because it was gonna be too short, the aqua pot was, and then soil all around it, put it in there. So it has kept water and these plants in here very happy. This does not get hit by the irrigation. So this is doing really, really well. Love that. And then I have a companion piece to it. Kind of the counterpart is right here. Now this one needs a little bit of love because I haven't trimmed it yet. This is it's actually a mystery hydrangea, but it's a Let's Dance. And so it's a reblooming macrophylla hydrangea. You don't want to prune your max, right? But however, at this point, with that old bloom right here, you could come in and you could prune it right here and it would be just fine. So you see, I've got lots of blooms from last year that I need to come in and just clean the plant up. This is a Florida Sunshine. I can come in again, tidy this up so it gets nice and tight and compact. And then I have a euchre in here that needs a little bit of cleaning up. But again, this has that insert in it as well. So yeah, you can use those inserts in those larger containers. Talking about hostas, y'all, I love seeing my hostas wake up. And hostas will emerge at different times based on the variety. So like we have the Gigantosaurus is just now coming up. Hudson Bay just has the eyes poking up on that. Voices in the Wind. Our white feather just has a little bit of eyes coming up. But then you come back over here, right? Because this is that more of the Island Breeze. Then we've got Guacamole. You've got all these ones that are emerging at different times. The ferns are waking up as well. This is so exciting. I know I just get so excited about this, y'all. Good old Japanese painted fern. You cannot go wrong. You have a shade garden, especially if it's damp, then you need to add ferns to these gardens. The crested surf is just waking up. And even here, these little tiny fronds, they're waking up as well. I noticed in the signature garden the other day that those were waking up. And ostrich ferns, all sorts of things. And Solomon seal. Y'all ask for Solomon seal all the time. This is actually, these are pieces from my Solomon seal at the house. And y'all, this thing is ready to go. Like, look at this. They're popping out of the containers because that's what they'll do. So they find a way and like this whole guy is out. So if you were to buy this, what I would recommend you do is take that pot and cut it. Cut the pot so that way you don't lose that piece of that Solomon seal. But now is a great time to come in and add the Solomon seal to your garden. It is a wonderful perennial that arches over, has those little tiny white bell flowers on it. You will love this plant for sure. So of course we still have the camellias. They are blooming. We've got like the April Remembered. We got a lot of the pinks that are blooming right now. April Remember. The is this the let me find my name tag. Oh yes, the High Fragrance. Y'all, look at this. We talked about this when they first came in, but this is a great bloom. Look at that. Oh my gosh, a camellia, double big fat camellia that has a gorgeous fragrance to it. Beautiful japonicas. The japonicas are blooming right now. So there you go. Trying to look around. Just more hostas. In fact, because as y'all know, our house is right there. And so when Jackson was clearing out the woods, we can really see across to the nursery over here. And so in the back, I'll take you, I don't know if we've ever been back here. So when you come to the nursery, you can come through the pines and back here behind the fire pit, behind where the hammock is, this is like the shade area where we grow plants. So those plants that are in production that prefer to have those shadier conditions, this is where we grow them. So Jerry and I were on the back porch, the back patio the other day, and I was like, honey, look over there and look at all of the green that is popping up. Most of these are hostas. There's ferns in here as well. The Brunnera, look at that. This is Jack of Diamonds. Oh my goodness. Look at Jack. true blue, beautiful flowers. If you like shade, if you have a shade garden and you love these plants, but maybe you have deer or rabbit problems, these are great because they're fuzzy, and y'all, they bloom this time of year. Again, these have not been in the greenhouse. They have not been heated. That is what they look like. So we have Jack on this side. We have Queen of Hearts on this side. We've actually got some Pinkaboo pulmonaria. I love Pinkaboo because look at that. On one plant, it goes from pink, then it turns to blue. That is why it is called Pinkaboo. So these have been potted up. I don't know that their roots are all the way through yet, but when you come to the nursery, if you want them, we'll sell them to you, just as long as you understand that they may not be fully rooted yet. But look at that. Everything is waking up. I love it. And then over here, oh my gosh, y'all, we have got, we also have Spot On. If you're looking for Spot On pulmonaria, don't want to leave Spot On out. We have got, this is Jenny's stash right now. Jenny's stash for the nursery and for the house. So I have got a lot of planting to do. Some of these I was waiting to see if they were going to come back. And then we were going to make a determination on that as well. But we've got like Tough Stuff hydrangeas that we're going to plant in the signature garden. Hostas galore that I'm going to be planting in the signature garden and gardens around here. So lots of fun, but I love seeing these babies wake up. It is fun for sure. All right, now, okay. Now let's go talk about the plants that arrived here yesterday. And these came from all the way from Oklahoma. So brought them in, and one of the favorite things that y'all have been asking for is those sweet little lavender trees. So this is a Spanish lavender, and so it has a little bit of a different bloom on it than what you think of as like traditional lavender. But the foliage still has that beautiful like crystal like blue-green hue to it, and some of them have already started blooming. So the way that we're going to use these is in fun little accent containers. So Brittany and Cece are hard at work over here. Go ahead and they put the little Spanish lavender trees down the center. But look how cute they are, y'all. Are these not precious? So these are in, no, that's probably a nice 1 gallon. It's not a 2 gallon. That's a 1 gallon. But look at this. Cute. And see how this is a different bloom than maybe what you think of traditional lavender. So this is that Spanish lavender. Great. So is that little lavender tree. This is how I would use it, is I would put it in a container, right? So put it in that container and then put whatever kind of annuals you want to have around the bottom of it. Lavender, of course, loves the sun, loves it hot, loves it dry. So some great options would be, in my opinion, would be like some super bells. So those calibrachoas. So because it is that lavender, some of the ones that you could use would be, if you wanted to kind of stay that monochromatic, would be that super bells, the grape punch with that nice dark purple. If you wanted to kind of play off and have a bright contrast, of course, you could do the yellow. If you wanted to go that really elegant, romantic look, then you could use like the double white. Always go, white is always a great choice. And again, if you wanted to do a fun little accent, the pink, this double smitten pink, look at that. Is that not so sweet? You could even mix the double smitten pink with the double white. And then that would make a great understory to those lavender trees. Love it. So I love how they put them down the center. Kind of brings interest and gives you an idea of what that may look like around it. Now, the Hollywood hibiscus, like I said, we got 2 new colors, and I'm trying to see, they did come from Oklahoma, so they're a little tired. So one is the Rico Suave. Now I want you to look at the tag, because basically that's what you're gonna see, is that bright yellow with that hot pink eye. So the one next door is, oh, Cece has them. Okay, let's go over there. She heard me talking. Here we go, my friends. Here we go. All right, so here is Rico. Now, the difference between the Hollywood hibiscus and your traditional tropical hibiscus, is that these will keep their flowers for 3 days, as opposed to traditional ones, they last for a day and then they fall off. So Hollywood hibiscus are going to be tropical, meaning they're going to be an annual unless you live in South Florida, somewhere hot, or you bring it in the winter time. And then look at this, y'all. This is heartthrob. Look at that. Nice, kind of more of that orange with that red throat. Oh, gorgeous. All of these are basically going to be, I think it's that 4x4. Make sure that these are still the same. Yeah. Oh, okay. So heartthrob is 4 feet tall, 5 feet wide. So nice and big. How do you take care of these? Well, with the Hollywood hibiscus, what you want to do is make sure that they get tons of sun. So you need a minimum of I would say like 6 hours of sun. They love the heat. They love the humidity. They will absolutely flourish in the heat of the summer. So make sure they have enough sun. You can put them in a container or you can put them in the ground. If you put them in a container, make sure it's a big container. They're already in a 3-gallon pot. So this is that 3-gallon size. In order to get enough water on them and for them to grow, I would definitely go up to a pot that would be equivalent, honestly, like to a 7-gallon. I would skip the 5. I go straight up to a 7. So we're talking about massive pot, or absolutely can go straight in the landscape. And then you'll need to feed it. So even proven winners, who these come from, recommend do not use a fertilizer that claims to be a bloom booster. It's going to have the wrong components in it. So a great option would be like what we use is the Proven Winners water soluble fertilizer. That has everything that you need for these guys. Yeah, but I mean, they come in so many colors. Look at this one. Look how gorgeous she is. I gotta find the name on this one. So you've got this guy, that might be, and then you've got Talk of the Town. I gotta find the name on that. Look at that, Talk of the Town. And then here we go. This is one of Cece's favorites. Cece, which one is this one? Oh, First Lady, yes. So it is Cece's favorite. That's First Lady. And some of the blooms will be a little bit smaller, right? And that's okay, because First Lady means she is covered in blooms. And then you've got the Hot Shot. Yeah, Hot Shot is a deep, almost like a velvety red. And then you've got Earth Angel over here that is a pure white. Of course, all the annuals are absolutely thriving. It is warm here. They are doing great. There's the Earth Angel. Isn't she beautiful? So everybody is just growing like crazy in the greenhouse. Ladies are working hard to make more room as I try not to trip. So they're making more room for all these plants. Now, coming down here to the shrub lot. All right, let's start in the shrub lot because they've already gotten some plants put out, and then we'll hit the ones that are still waiting to go out. Okie dokie. So let's see. Definite go time, because people ask me all the time on social media, when's a good time to start planting my trees and shrubs? Now, people, if you are in my region, if you're coming to the garden center, now. Unless you were covered in snow, now is a great time to be adding these shrubs and trees to your garden, especially if you're in the south. If you're where it's hot in the summertime, you want to add these shrubs and trees early in the season so that when the heat hits, those plants have a great root system and they can handle those stressful conditions during the summertime. So plant now. That's why we are in planting mode around here. One of my favorite new spireas from Proven Winners is Dolly. Now, Dolly is not, she is one that is a little bit later to come and be fleshed out. Mine up at the chicken coop basically looks like this as well. So not quite as fleshed out as the other ones that we're going to look at. But Dolly will turn a lovely bright green with that really pretty purple flower on it. Hardy zones 3 to 8, 2.5 tall and wide, and it's going to be full to part sun. Of course, your spireas are deciduous. That's okay. You know, for what, a couple of months out of the year, they lose their leaves. But other than that, they're beautiful. Without a doubt, one of my all-time favorites, of course, is Double Play Doozy. Doozy has like nice, beautiful, dark foliage. And she will do raspberry pink flowers on it. stunning plant. Is going to get a little bit bigger than Dolly. She's going to be basically like a 3x3. This is what we have all in the backyard. And then of course the star of the show is candy corn. So double play candy corn. These were flying out of here this past weekend. So it was a perfect time to get them restocked. You can see this one, bless her heart, she must have gotten whacked at some point. But look at the foliage on this, y'all. Absolutely gorgeous. I think you can see why it gets its name candy corn. Because of that color. Again, has those like hot pink raspberry flowers on it. And this one will be 2.5 tall and wide. Now, my people, the lavender, not the lavenders, the lilacs have started to put on their show. This is the Centura Pura. I'm probably going to butcher that name. Let's make sure. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Centura Double Blue. The other one's the wrong. I said the wrong one. That's the Pura right next door to me. But this is the Centura Double Blue. Look at those sweet, sweet flowers that are getting ready to open up. This is going to be hardy in zones 2 to 8, a 6x8, tall and wide. So we've got that one. Then look at the big fat leaves on this one. That's that Centura Pura. And this one is going to be, if I can get the tag open. Here, y'all just look at the pretty plant while I tried to open up the tag. This is going to be 4 to 6 tall and wide. And then my personal favorite is the Bloomerang Dark Purple. This is the one that I have in my backyard. Full, hot sun. Oh my goodness. Hang on, y'all. So yeah, so she's a little bit later, right? So she just has the buds, but look at this. Look at this Pura. Oh my stars. Heavens to Betsy, as we say here in the South. Let me pull her out. Y'all, look at this. This just may have to go home with me in the garden. Oh, I could put it in the garden. Oh, I can put it in the signature garden. Yeah, look at that. Oh my gosh. Is it not gorgeous, y'all? Look at that. So, just to give you a little bit of a frame of reference, all of these shrubs out here, these are not new. These lilacs have been here all winter long. So they have overwintered here. Again, not been in the greenhouse. They are here. They are bursting. And I am so stinking excited. So just pretend you didn't see that lilac, because that lilac's probably not going to be available, because it's either going to go in the signature garden or it's going to go in Jenny's garden. See, this is the benefit of owning your own business and working your honey to death 6 days a week, 7 days a week, all the time, is that sometimes you get first pick on plants. Don't tell Jerry. He won't like hearing that. Okay, now getting back to it. Let's get back to focus here. Okay. So, sunshine ligustrums, we got a new load of sunshine ligustrums. Yes, they're tiny. That's okay. They're nice and pretty, beautiful, bright chartreuse green. Your sunshine ligustrums, of course, love it. Full sun. They will be manageable in that size of like a 3 to 5 size. Nice evergreen. And then y'all, chef's choice. Somebody was asking me for chef's choice. Maria, I think it was you. Maria, down there in South Carolina, I got your chef's choice, sister. So here you go. These are 2 gallons, beautiful rosemary. So this is it is for landscape, right? But it is also that culinary rosemary. That's why it's called chef's choice. This is gonna be like a 2 by 2, and y'all, it smells lovely, just like rosemary does. So of course, it's a great evergreen. You can use it as a hedge. However you want to use it, we have got those chef's choice available for you right here. Now, let's move on over here to where Cece and Brittany are still working. We got some more of the new gen boxwoods. This is Independence. So the new gens are going to be more tolerant to any kind of diseases or pests, and Independence is going to be in 15 years a 3 by 3. So a nice slow grower. It's not going to be too crazy. Deer resistant, can do anywhere from sun to shade. Has a nice bit of a lighter green. So then say like Sprinter has a dark green. So we've got those. We have got the barberries, the Sunjoy citrus. Now, somebody was asking me, I had a customer like 2 or 3 weeks ago and you were looking for gold pillar, Sunjoy gold pillar, guess what? I got it. So if you see this and you haven't bought it yet, I've got it. So come see us and we can help you out. So let me show you those barberries that we're talking about. Here where we are, barberries do really well. They are not a nuisance plant. They do not, you know, spread or do anything kind of crazy. They are a gorgeous option for us. So here we have that Sunjoy gold pillar, beautiful full sun upright habit on it. Yes, it is a barberry, but that could also be as a really good thing. So if you're trying to create an area to keep pests out, then use these barberries for that. Again, not going to be a plant that you want to rub your hands over. That's all right. I don't rub my fingers through my roses either. Sunjoy gold pillar is going to be 3 to 4 tall and about 2 feet wide, hardy zones of 4 to 8, definitely full sun. So full sun to get that beautiful chartreuse color on it. Love those for sure. We also got some hydrangeas. We've got some limelight primes. We have got the fizzy mizzy. So look at these beautiful fizzy mizzies. Fizzy mizzy is that sweet spire that is going to be a native plant. It is the landscape shrub of the year last year. Hardy in zones 5 to 9, and it is 2 to 3 feet tall and wide. And we have a customer. We're not open yet, folks. Today's Tuesday, not Wednesday. All right, so it turns out it wasn't our customer. Wasn't our customer, it was folks from UPS. So it was our UPS rep. So anyway, getting back to the plants here, my friends. All right, so just as a little interesting side note, we have North Pole arborvitaes. These are in 3 gallons. So if you've always wanted a North Pole, but you needed something that's a little bit more manageable, then there you go. So you've got those North Poles in a 3 gallon. Of course, it is a beautiful, nice evergreen. If you can see through to the berm, those are North Poles, all nice and grown up. So there you go on that. So yeah, so the fizzy mizzies at Sweet Spire have that beautiful native option for you. Then we have beautiful loropetalums. These are the cerise charm. Basically a black foliage on this. I mean, this thing is gorgeous in the foliage. You can see that it is, I think these are kind of on the end of their flowering schedule here. And this is going to be 2 to 3 tall, 3 to 4 wide. So a little bit wider than it is tall. There you go. And then we have some of the golden hugendorns. This is a great option for folks who don't want to do boxwoods. You want a nice kind of a pop of color, then the golden hugendorns are going to be a great option for you. This is going to be 3 to 4 tall, 4 to 5 wide. So these are babies, so they've got a little bit of growing to do to reach, of course, that maturity, but really nice full sun, because you need that full sun to get that beautiful, really kind of that chartreuse color on it. So there you go on those. Trying to think what else. Let's come up here to the perennial lot, because I want to show you the things that are waking up here. Of course, people are asking, you know, what about annuals? Can we plant annuals? I would say you absolutely can. Just be a little bit selective on what you actually put out. So you want to put out those plants that can handle those cool temperatures. Your supertunias, your superbells, your osteos, your alyssum, your Bidens. Perennials, absolutely, you can put those out. The things that I would not put out yet would be my coleus, my basil, probably those annual grasses. Still a little early, a little iffy to put those out. But again, look at these perennials that have been out here all winter long. Serendipity alliums, doing great. Your veronicas, look at that beautiful foliage on that Wizard of Oz. Beautiful. Your monardas, look y'all. Look how they are just exploding and popping. Again, have not been in a greenhouse. They have been outside the entire time. Pink Profusion Salvia has got buds on it. This monarda, this is the upscale red velvet. Just tons. Your flaxes. Oh, so many things. The cat's pajamas, the lemon perfection, that new nepeta, you name it. Great time to be adding these. This is when I get in trouble as a gardener because I'm like, give me all the plants. I just want all the plants. So just to prove my point to you, here we go. These are plants that we have outside right now. The pink Chablis Lamian, your Bidens, your Nemesias, the Alyssums, all petunias, calibrachoas, just tons of color out there that you absolutely can put outside right now. And you can do that safely. Even if it gets down into those mid 30s, lower 30s on those guys, they can handle it, not a problem whatsoever. So hopefully this has been fun and informative. This is probably, I can't even talk, I get so excited. This is probably my favorite time of year as a gardener in the fact of seeing everything wake up. I love all my seasons. I love living in North Carolina. We have four distinct seasons, but seeing things waking up from their winter dormancy is just probably one of the most exciting things for me as a gardener. I love it. And then of course, all the color after kind of that, cold, dreary winter. And we don't even have bad winters around here. You people in Michigan, it was snowing the other day still in Michigan. So bless your hearts. I don't see how you do it. I don't see how you do it. But anyway, we have our payoffs here in August for sure. So if you are in the area, come see us Wednesday through Saturday, 9 to 3. The tulips here at the nursery are waking up and are becoming very happy. Stay tuned. We're going to do a tour on that tomorrow, so you will see those tomorrow. Just know that if you're coming this week and or next week, you should be good to go for the tulips here at the garden center. The ones in the house, they're already done. They're like, it's hot. We were here early. See y'all later. We're checking out. But again, come see us if we can help you. We would love to. And again, I hope you have found this fun and informative and inspirational and exciting. If you have, we would love it if you would like and subscribe so that way you don't miss those 5 videos that we do for you every single week. Y'all have an amazing day. If you can get outside, please go outside. Again, like I said the other day, be a sunflower. I saw this on social media. She was like, I'm gonna be a sunflower. And she stood in front and just faced the sun for like 30 seconds. Y'all, the more you can be out in the sunshine and the fresh air, even if it's covered in pollen, it'll be good for you. Just take your allergy medicine, you'll be all right. All right, y'all, we'll see you in the next video. Bye, friends.